All right, on Monday, fans and friends from around the world gathered online to honor the late, great, I can't believe I'm saying that, late, great, George Brooks Fiji Veikoso, as his funeral service was streamed live on YouTube.
Thousands tuned in to pay their final respects, while a few of our very close friends, like Danny Spencer Kennedy of the Mana'o Company, traveled to Suva to bid Fiji a hui hou.
As you know, Fiji collaborated with many artists, not only in Hawaii, but around the world. And Fiji would always agree to do it with an open heart. He would give it his all, expecting nothing in return except to elevate that artist and our music.
Every single word Danny said is true. Absolutely. And you know how grateful I am, and I'm sure you share this with me, to have witnessed it, seeing him work with others and being on the receiving end of it as well. His generosity when sharing musical ideas. He embodied this abundance mentality when it came to his musical talents, singing, arranging, producing, writing, stage presence, 100% all the time.
He gave everything to the audience,
Yep,
to his fans all the time. And I wanted to ask you, sis, because I noticed that the stage was decorated with those mats. Can you talk a little bit about the significance of the tapa mats?
Yeah, sure. I mean, just based on what I know, and what I've experienced, I believe that in Fiji they're called Masi. That's the name of the mat. But tapa, just in Polynesia alone, has taken on this incredible significance of wealth, status, prosperity, and importance. Because, I mean, tapa is not something that you can run through a machine. You cannot take the vauke or the mulberry tree, run it through a machine and make tapa. The tapa has to be pounded. The process is so long just to make just to make a small piece. So you saw how large those tapa pieces were, right? It draped his coffin. It draped the stand that the coffin was on. It draped the stage. It draped the area as they walked through it. And you can imagine how many hands and how much hours were put in to make every single one of those pieces, and those pieces all fit together.
That is very,
right.
Very
the pounding
powerful.
and the creation of it. So it's an elevated status. It's a gift that's given to someone of prominence. So you can just imagine how loved Fiji was just by seeing it there.
I know I went to a Tongan birthday party, and it's like they had stacks. The mats were stacked. So
mats, blankets, even the lauhala, the woven mats as well. All very significant because it takes hands. It takes hands, and that's essentially saying that you're so important to me. I put all of my work and I've taken my time to create this for you.
How beautiful, sis. Thank you so much for explaining that. Now, coming up in about 20 minutes, we're going to have a master kapa artist that will be joining us a little bit later on in the show to talk about a free event where you can actually learn the art of kapa making. Yeah, it's going to be awesome. But let's turn our attention now to another event that was announced, another streaming event. Yesterday, I know a lot of UH fans were super stoked because we got the news that the 6 UH football games, home games, in the 2025 season, plus an away game at Colorado State, will be shown statewide on Spectrum Sports at no extra cost for Spectrum TV and Hawaiian Telecom customers.
Now, for the first time, University of Hawaii football home games not picked up by national networks will air live without pay-per-view fees or delays. And, this is so exciting for Rainbow Warrior fans like ourselves. The Rainbow Warriors opened their season with a nationally televised home game against Stanford.
And this is so awesome because, it gives the fans who cannot, necessarily afford to buy maybe season tickets or tickets to take their whole family to the game, or even the TV sports package, which can kind of be pricey. It gives them the chance to watch and support the Rainbow Warriors. So right on.
Yeah, but of course, honestly though, if you can make it live, it really helps. There's a significant difference of being in the stadium and just adding your voice to the crowd and just giving our Warriors some love.
Absolutely,
right?
100%.
Now, speaking of Warriors, I guess everybody's excited about Jason Momoa's show on Apple TV Plus. I am. Because something mysterious popped up on Rapa Nui, otherwise known as Easter Island, that has scientists baffled.
What's the scoop, sis?
Brother, a new Moai statue has emerged from the dirt of a recently dried up lake bed on Rapa Nui, and scientists say it should not be there.
Huh?
Yep, Terry Hunt, he's an our archaeology professor at the University of Arizona told Good Morning America, quote, "We thought we knew all the Moai statues, but then a new one appears, a fresh discovery. This time it's found underwater at the statue quarry in the lake," end quote.
That is a trip. He also said there have been no Moai found in the dry lake bed before, so this is actually a first. Yeah. The newly discovered Moai is among the smallest found, suggesting that many more could be hidden within the... I'm telling you, sis.
Everybody getting...
Everybody, even the Moai popping out, they're watching Chief of War too. And while scientists are puzzled by the Moai statues, here's something that got us both scratching our heads. A couple actually held a fundraiser at their wedding to help pay for their honeymoon.
What's the scoop on this, brother?
Well, according to a viral post, media, the newlyweds announced a live auction for the first plate. The first plate with the winning table being served first.
Brother, this would never happen in Hawaii. I tell you, this would not fly. People would be like, wait a minute. I already spent money for this outfit. I got decked up. I had to drive all the way here from Makaha. I'm parking, paying the ridiculous parking so that I can come over here, and then you're going to tell me I got to pay for eat first?
Ooh. And on top of that, they gave envelope. You know what I mean? So they gave envelope already.
Oh, Chief of War is really coming out because I'm fighting spirit out. What? You crazy?
By the way, in case you're wondering, the plate sold for $1,500. What a trip. So it's exclusive to you. What do you think about all of these things? Of course, saying aloha and ahui ho to our brother Fiji, a streaming video, of the UH football games. Or even that, would that happen, be able to happen at a...
Or even Moai popping up out of the ground.
Yeah.
Unreal. That's right. All you need to do is just send us an email at islandlifelive@kitv.com